Attention duelists. Phoenix here. Monday. Watch and learn. Let's get into it. Hope you all had a solid weekend. Ooh, interesting. Got a Goki pile, looks like. Starts off summoning Iron Claw, summons Fire Flint Lady by her own effect for controlling a warrior monster. Links them both off into Isolde. Isolde's effect and Iron Claw will chain to add a Goki card. Iron Claw grabs Headbat. Isolde will get Octo Stretch. Isolde uses her effect, sending away Lightning Blade to summon Goki Guts. Headbat uses its effect, pitching Tag Partner to summon itself. Then those two link off into Heal Ogre. Guts and Headbat's effects will go off to add Goki cards. Headbat grabs the rematch. And Guts will grab Face Turn. Isolde and Heal Ogre will both link together, making Power Load Ogre. Love that guy. Uses rematch, summoning back Guts and Tag Partner. Then activates Goki Cage Match, getting 3 counters on it. Uses Face Turn, destroys Cage Match to summon back the Heal Ogre. Links off Heal Ogre and Tag Partner for Solid Ogre. Tag Partner's effect will boost up the power of the Gokis. And they use Goki Guts effect to make all Gokis gain 200. Sets a Solemn and passes. Opponent summons Mech Knight Purple Nightfall. Uses its own effect, banishing itself to add Mech Knight Blue Sky to hand. Blue Sky will summon itself, use its effect, adding Yellow Star to hand, and Indigo Eclipse. Sets 1 card in a column, then summons Eclipse, will use its effect to slide Blue Sky over. Then both will be linked off for Morning Star. Goki player will Solemn Judgment Morning Star summon. Player summons at Yellow Star again, and then normal summons Scareclaw Astra, links it off into Lightheart, Mech Knight Scareclaws. Lightheart will add Primitive Planet Reichphobia, activates it, getting Reichheart. Summons Reichheart to an adjacent zone to Lightheart, who will add Arrival on his summon, and let him draw a card because there are enough defenseless monsters. Reichphobia will destroy Guts. Guts would add a card, but is going to be stopped by Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Player uses Scareclaw Arrival, summoning back their Astra. Links off Yellow Star, Reichheart, and Lightheart for Tri-Heart. Then links off Tri-Heart and Astra for Access Code Talker. Not the route I would have gone. Access Code will boost itself up using Tri-Heart. He is paying attention as he does swing over Power Load, then banishes the Lightheart to destroy Solid Ogre. Not knowing what the back row is, checking the Goki player's extra deck. This might be a tricky spot to get out of. They draw Headbat. Tag Partner will banish itself from the graveyard to add Face Turn back to the deck. Player summons Octo Stretch, links it off for Linkuriboh. Octo Stretch will add Rematch. Uses Rematch, targeting Guts and Iron Claw. Both of those will be linked together for Jet Ogre. Guts and Iron Claw will both add a card. It's Bear Hug. And Guts will get him Finishing Move. Headbat will pitch the Bear Hug, summon itself, and boost up Jet Ogre. Then those two will link together for Blade Ogre. Headbat and Jet Ogre will have their effects activate. Jet Ogres. If the card is sent from the field to graveyard, make all Gokis you control gain 500 attack. Not bad. He gets Iron Claw off of Headbat. Blade Ogre will use its effect, tribute one monster this card points to make a second attack during this battle phase. Uses finishing move to give Blade Ogre an extra 3,000 attack points. Swings twice for game. An impressive comeback from Goki. Beating Mech Knight Scareclaw. Love Goki. They're fun. Move on to the next one. This is the do nothing player. I don't know why this deck exists. Moving on. 5-card extra deck, has a bunch of ZS, ZW stuff. They'll do a normal summon and they'll pass. The bots are getting weirder. Alright. Some kind of Salamangreat Cyber. They summon Grid Sweeper and or set Grid Sweeper and pass. The opponent sets 4 back row, summons Evil Hero Infernal Gainer, swings into the Grid Sweeper, taking 400, and passes. I don't know what's going on right now. Dual Speed draws Foxy, summons Balancer Lord, the opponent uses Eye of Truth. Going into battle phase, Balancer Lord swings at Infernal Gainer. The opponent will use Punch in the Box. When your opponent clears attack with a control 2 or more monsters, target the attacking monster, negate the attack if you send one other monster they control to the graveyard. Then the targeted monster loses attack equal to the original attack or defense of the sent monster in the graveyard. Balancer Lord will pay 1,000 to do an additional normal summon of Salamangreat Foxy. Foxy will excavate 3, add Salamangreat Claw. Balancer Lord links off for Balinks. Balinks will add Sanctuary. Activate Sanctuary. Then Balinks and Foxy will link off for Sunlight Wolf. Player uses Grid Rod, equipping it to Sunlight Wolf, giving it 300 extra attack, and it's unaffected by the opponent's card effects. Opponent uses Raigeki. It's unaffected. They turn their Gainer to defense mode with its 0 defense, set 1 more back row and pass. Eye of Truth will give the opponent 1,000 life points. Sunlight Wolf swings over Gainer, passes. This is a weird match. The opponent activates Swords of Revealing Light. This is a very weird match. It's like 2 hyper budget players going against each other. Salamangreat player will set Salamangreat Gift and pass. Opponent totally passes. Player activates Salamangreat Gift during the end phase. Passes turn, draws Coyote. Didn't know that was a thing. Summons Coyote. Links it and Wolf off for Heat Leo. Heat Leo on someone with its effect activate, and Grid Rod will chain. Cybers monsters they control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect till the end phase, and Heat Leo will spin the Swords Revealing Light. Player equips Heat Leo with Great Salamangreat Claw. So it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, and it does piercing damage. During the end phase, Coyote will target the Foxy in the grave and summon it in defense mode. Passes turn, player uses Circle. Opponent chains Threatening Roar. This is going to be a bit of a longer match. I'm hitting fast forward. They add Salamangreat Foul. The opponent uses Runic Dispelling. So they had to pitch a random card from their hand and banish 2. Player summons Foul. Opponent uses DD Dynamite. Player will banish Sweeper. Wait, what the hell? Finish this card in your graveyard and will link monster control to a card your opponent controls, destroying one opponent's back row. This is so weird. The back row they hit was Tuner's Scheme. This is so weird. Player sets one back or activates Shard of Greed, passes back to the Salamangreat player, activates Anti-Spell. Salamangreat player summons Mad Hacker, turns the monster to attack mode, swings with Foul, Foxy, and Mad Hacker. I have never seen some of these cards. Weird player sets one back row and passes. Salamangreat player draws Lady Debug. Weird player activates Sentence of Doom, which will set Spirit Message N. They summon Lady Debug, who adds Flame Buffalo, swings with Foul for game. The nightmare is over. These kids just keep getting weirder. Let's move on so we can watch the taste of that match out of my mouth. Alright. Okay. We have a little bit of Branded Despia, also running rank 8s and Castle of Dragon Souls. Strange. Someone's got a unique take on this. Opponent activates Pot of Extravagance, banishing 6, drawing 2. Uses Foolish Burial Goods, sending away Cubic Karma. Karma for being sent will banish itself and let them add Duza to the hand. Player summons Duza, which will send Cubic Unification of the Cubic Lords to the grave, set one back row, and pass. Random player draws Maxi, activates Lightning Storm, blowing up the back row, which was Cubic Wave. They set Edgem Chain and pass. Cubic player's turn. Activates Raigeki, which will send away the Edgem. They will then reveal 3 Cubic cards, Endoria Doomvault, Buster Gundle, and Karma to summon a Crimson Nova. Activates Cubic Karma, targeting Nova. Maxi is now chained. Cubic Karma will send away Vjam and boost up Crimson Nova's effect power. Sent away 2 Cubic Vjams, so it gains 1600. Duzo is then using its effect, boosting its attack slightly. Crimson Nova swings, as does Duza, and during the end phase, Crimson Nova will deal 3000 for game. Cubic beats Weird Branded, although they didn't really do much. So it feels a bit unfair to call them in even that much. Alright, we have an 11 card extra deck. 42 versus 40. Gagaga Magician. Gagaga and Dark Magicians. Sure, go off, man. Opponent is a self-destructor, so we're moving on. I hate that those are even put into the recording pool. Really wanted to actually see what the other guy was going to do. Dogmaticas. 40 versus 44. Opponent summons Black Metal Dragon, links it off into Striker Dragon. 7 card extra deck, so probably not a full Dragon Link. Black Metal will add Red Eye's Fusion to hand. Sets 2 back row and passes. Striker Dragon did not out the field spell. Dogmatic player draws Harpy's Feather Duster, uses it. Opponent uses Return of the Red Eyes. It is still swept away. The other card they had was Red Eye's Burn. Ecclesia will summon herself by her own effect because the opponent controls an extra deck monster, and on her summon will add Dogmatica Ashion. Moving into battle, Ecclesia will swing over the striker and pass. That's a prismatic rare Dogmata Macabre. Weird Red Eyes player will use Red Eye's Fusion, sending away Black Dragon and Meteor Impact. Make Meteor Black Comet Dragon. Black Comet will send away Archfiend of Lightning and deal 1250 damage, then swing into Ecclesia, but she can't be destroyed by battle with monster summon from the extra deck. Dogmatic player draws Ash Blossom, Use their second Ecclesia to summon herself. We'll add White Relic of Dogmatica. Player uses Dogmatum Cobb, attributing their first Ecclesia to summon the White Relic. White Relic will target the Black Comet, gaining its attack stat and swing over it with now 4,000. Black Comet on its destruction will summon back the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Red Eyes player draws for turn, tributes their Red Eyes for Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, turns Wyvern to attack mode, swings Wyvern over Ecclesia, and passes turn. Not actually big enough to swing over the White Relic. Moving straight to battle, White Relic will swing at the Darkness Dragon. Player will equip Red Eyes Fang with Chain to Wyvern, and then send it to the graveyard. And Wyvern stats become the original stats of White Relic, making it actually weaker than it was before, but getting rid of it as a threat. Dogmatic player will set Called By and use Ash Blossom as a blocker. Opponent trains Wyvern to defense mode, flips up Hyper Synchron, which will swing into Wyvern, or swing into Ash Blossom. Then Darkness will swing over Ash Blossom. This is really a strange match. Player uses Called By the Grave, banishing the Black Comet Dragon, which slightly weakens the Darkness Dragon, and completely passes turn. They are fully defenseless. Moving straight to battle, Darkness will swing, and Hyper Synchron will swing for game. That was a strange match. Today's weird. Alright, we have a hero player with Neos. They summon Shadow Mist, set one back row. The opponent will pitch Numeron Wall to sit Numeron Network. They use Cosmic Cyclone to banish the network. Love that. And they pass. Numeron player uses Cup of Ace. Hey, Diggs. Welcome to the stream. Maxi chains to Cup of Ace. Cup of Ace calls heads correctly. They draw two. And they get their second Numeron Network. And they use Numeron Calling from the hand, summoning the 4 gates. Maxi gets them 1 card. Gate 4 will swing into Shadow Mist, destroying it. Effect of Numeron Chain, as does Shadow Mist. Getting Vion, a bit too little. Actually, they might just be able to survive if the opponent does not draw the cards they need, as the gates are still only at 2,000. Numeron player uses Hand Destruction. Everyone pitch 2, draw 2. Player uses Lost Wind to have the attack stat of Numeron Gate 2 and negates effect. Not that it matters. Gates 3 and 1 then swing. During main phase 2, Gate 1 will become Chaos Gate Sunya. It will use its effect. Lost Wind from the grave will chain, resetting itself. Chaos Gate Sunya banishes all monsters. They set 1 back row and pass. Neos players at 2,500. Comeback looks grim. They summon Neospace Connector, who will summon Aqua Dolphin from the deck, and turn the 2 into Verte Anaconda. Verte will send away Neos Fusion. They're down to 500. Make Rainbow Neos. They attempt to swing. The opponent activates Mirror Force. Neos Fusion will banish itself to protect Rainbow Neos. The swing goes through at 4,500. Passes turn to the Chaos player. Dasher from the grave will activate its effect to summon the monster they just drew, which is Reactor Slime. Maxi chains to Dasher. Reactor Slime is summoned. They get to draw 1, which is Ash Blossom. Chaos Gate Sunya's effect will activate from the banish, summoning itself back, and dealing 3,000. Numeron beats Neos. Sad. I was really rooting for Neos. In as much as I'm always rooting against Numeron, because I hate Numeron. Runic with Cyberstein. Summon Cyberstein, paying 5,000 to summon Naturi Exterio. Uses Runic Slumber, targeting Cyberstein. Sets one back row, uses Runic Destruction to summon Moonin. Moonin heals for 1,000. Passes. Opponent summons Dark Beckoning Beast. Player uses Runic Slumber, targeting Dark Beckoning Beast. Banishes a few. Beckoning Beast gets them Hamon. Beckoning Beast will use its effect to summon Chaos Summoning Beast. Chaos Summoning Beast tributes itself to summon Hamon. Chaos Summoning Beast will banish itself from the graveyard, adding Fallen Paradise to hand. Player activates Fallen Paradise. Naturi Exterio will then use its effect, banishing a spell and milling one from the top to negate. And destroy. Player activates a second Fallen Paradise. Naturi Exterio is not a once per turn. Banish one, mill one. Oh, take a moment to appreciate the design of Naturi Exterio. They just gave a cat dragon armor, and it looks adorable and cool. Love that guy. Moving to battle, Hamon swings over Cyberstein, dealing 3,300 damage. And then Hamon will deal an extra 1,000. I believe Hamon's to deal an extra 1,000 comes from whenever it destroys a monster by battle. Let's double check that real quick. Yep, if it destroys a monster by battle and sent to the graveyard, inflict 1,000 damage. We have a weird spellcaster pile. Sets Performer Pal Baroque Rebo and Double Iris Magician. Uses a Pendulum Summon to summon Hat Trick and Exosister Ellis. Overlays the two of them for Exosister Michaelis. Michaelis effect will detach a unit to add Vadis to hand. Equip Power of the Guardians onto Michaelis, set Exosister Vadis, and pass. Opponent uses Raigeki. By Michaelis. Player summons Ecclesia. They probably should have used her effect to special summon herself first, then use Raigeki, because they wasted a normal summon. But on her summon, she will add Dogmatic Liturgy to hand. Moving on to battle, she'll just swing direct. Dogmatica sets 3 back row and passes. Player uses Vadis, paying 800. Dogmatic Liturgy will chain to do a ritual summon. Tributing Ecclesia for White Relic. Vadis will summon out Stella and another Ellis. White Relic will gain the attack stat of Stella, which is a whopping 300. Player uses Dogmatic Punishment, sending away a Herald of Arclight to destroy Stella. And during the end phase, Vadis will send Stella back. Dogmatic player summons Dimension Conjurer, which will add Magical Dimension. What the hell? Player uses Dogmatica Macabre, using White Relic and the Herald of Arclight to make White Knight of Dogmatica. During the battle phase, Baroque Karibo will add Performa Pal Classic Karibo to hand. White Relic's effect will activate, and Forbidden Droplet will chain. They pitch their Classic Karibo. Magical Dimension will chain to the Forbidden Droplet, targeting the White Knight, which will get rid of the White Knight and summon another Ecclesia and destroy the Dimension Conjurer. Forbidden Droplet then retargets Ecclesia. On resolution, White Knight's effect will go through, and Titaniclad and the player's Numeron Gate are sent away. I really should have checked this guy's extra deck first. What the hell? These matches are so weird today. Dimension Conjurer's effect will activate for being sent to the graveyard. Draw a card, send it back. Ecclesia's effect is negated. Dogmatic Liturgy will banish itself to target another Ecclesia. Return her to the hand. And the White Knight to the deck. Half damage Ecclesia will swing direct, and for taking damage, Classic Karibo will set itself. During the end phase, Titanic Cloud will let them add Dogmatica Ashion to hand. The Weird player has their Pendulum Scale set as 8 and 8. Draw Skullcrobat Joker for turn, who will add Perform Power Odd Eyes Valet. Double Iris uses its effect, targeting Skullcrobat, popping itself. Skullcrobat swings over Ecclesia. Main phase 2 sets Odd Eyes Valet, which is another scale 8, and passes. Dogmatic player summons their Ecclesia that they had returned to the hand, adds Maximus. Maximus will banish Titaniclad to summon himself. And he will then send 2 cards from each player's extra deck, one being Herald of Arclight and Elder Entity Entis, from their own. Dogmatica Ashion will chain. If Fusion Synchro or Xyz monster sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. Ashion hits the board. Entis will pop Classic Karibo. Herald of Arclight will add Dogmatic Calamity. Ashion, for being summoned, will let them add back Dogmatica Punishment. Activates Dogmatic Calamity, sending away Herald of Arclight to Ritual Summon White Relic of Dogmatica. White Relic will target Ashion. Arclight will chain to add a ritual monster or spell to their hand. Adding Dogmatic Macabre. White Relic gains 2,000 from Ashion. Swings at Skullcrobat. Odd Eyes Valet's effect will activate to make it lose 300 attack for each face-up Pendulum monster that they have in their extra deck, which is 3, so it loses 900, goes to 1,600, is weaker than Skullcrobat, and is destroyed. In exchange, Ashion will swing over the Skullcrobat. Then Ecclesia and Maximus both go direct. Dogmatic player sets 1 back row, probably punishment, and passes. Pendulum player draws Stargazer, sets it in the scale. Has scales 1 to 8, goes to Pendulum Summon. Brings back Skullcrobat Joker. Player uses Dogmatica Punishment, sending away Psyframe Lord Omega to destroy it immediately. Dogmatica player's turn. They draw. Frame Lord Omega will bounce itself and Herald of Arclight back to the extra deck. Maximus will banish 4 from each player's, adding White Relic of Dogmatica thanks to Herald of Arclight. Activates Dogmatic Macabre, banishing Herald of Arclight to summon back the White Relic once more. White Relic will gain Ashion stats again. Skull Wagon in the grave will banish itself to destroy Odd Eyes Valet. Player swings with the White Relic for game. Dogmatica beats Pendulum, Exo Sister, Numeron Gate? I don't even know what to call that guy. Weird. He was weird. Moving on, self-destruct deck. Moving on. Let's try that again. It's an actual match, so Numeron. Opponent summons Aliber. Maxi will chain. Maxi resolves. Aliber adds Branded in red. Activates Branded Fusion, sending away Fallen of Albaz and Despian Tragedy. Summoning Lubellion. Lubellion uses its effect. Despian Tragedy will chain. They pitch a Branded Retribution for effect. Retribution will banish itself to add back Branded Fusion. Despian will add Despian. Lubellion fuses itself, and Albaz to make Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade will banish Aliber to send away Albion. Sets 1 down. Albion's effect will set Branded Banishment, and passes to the Numeron player. Was able to do that on fast forward. Numeron player uses Lightning Storm. Opponent will chain Branded in red. Branded in red adds back the Despian Tragedy, which will fuse Ad Libitum and Mirror Jade then to make Dragostapelia. Lightning Storm wipes out the other spells and traps. Ad Libitum will summon back the Mirror Jade. He's actually got some stuff here to stop the Numerons, except the player's going to use Forbidden Droplet, pitching 2, negating their effects, halving their attacks. Activates Numeron Network. Mirror Jade will send away a card for cost. But still negated. Network will send away Calling. Branded player uses Max C. The 4 gates are summoned. Draws 1. Uses limiter removal. Swings with 1 gate over Mirror Jade. Gate uses effective double. Second gate swings over Dragostapelia. Gate doubles. Third gate goes for game. God, I hate Numeron. What is this player? Hard to tell, so I'm gonna say Labyrinth. Activate Pot of Extravagance, banish 6. That's Labyrinth. They set Dimensional Barrier, Compulsory Evacuation Device, and Torrential Tribute. No actual Labyrinth starters. The opponent will use Cyberdark Claw, pitching itself. That will be negated by Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Player activates Cyberdark Realm, which will add Cyberdark Chimera. Set to back row. Summon Cyberdark Horn, which will equip itself with Claw. Swings for 2400. Claw's effect will send away from the extra deck Cyberdark Dragon. And passes to the Labyrinth player. Labyrinth player fully passes. Still no starters. Cyberdark player draws. Uses the effect of Claw again, switching itself, adding Cybernetic Horizon. Activates the Horizon, pitching Chimera and hers. Opponent will use Max C in response. Labyrinth player absolutely has outs for this, though. They add a core to their hand due to Horizon. Chimera for being discarded and hers for being sent to the graveyard will activate. Hers adds a Cyber Dragon. Chimera will let them send away Cannon. Player summons Cyber Dragon Core, which adds Cyber Dark Invasion. Sets 1 back row, activates Machine Duplication, targeting Core, summoning 2 Cyber Dragons. Labyrinth player uses Torrential Tribute. Using the effect of Cybernetic Realm, they normal summon Chimera with a second normal summon and just swing for 800. Labyrinth player draws Max C. Activates Pot of Extravagance again, banishing 6. Cyberdark player uses Cyberdark Invasion. They'll equip Claw from the grave onto Chimera. Labyrinth player does draw Welcome Labyrinth and Ghastly Glitch. Chimera uses its effect, passing turn, pitching the Overflow to add Power Bond. Activates Power Bond. Labyrinth player uses Welcome Labyrinth. Summoning Ariana. Power Bond will fuse Cyber End Dragon and Cyber Dark Dragon to make Cyber Dark End Dragon with 10,000 attack. Infinite Impermanence will be dropped onto Ariana. Dimensional Barrier will activate, declaring Fusion. You're a bit late for that. Cyber Dark Invasion will activate to equip card onto the Cyber Dark Dragon. Equips Claw, gains another 1,000 attack. Imperm goes off, negating Ariana and the card in her column. Cyberdark will use its effect to equip a card to it. Attempts to use Compulsory, it was activated in Imperm's column, so that will be negated. Cyberdark cannot activate its effect, though, due to Dimensional Barrier, but is at 11,000. Oh. Dimensional Barrier actually does negate the effect of Cyber Dark End Dragon being unaffected. Huh. Did not think that would work. Ghastly Glitch destroys Cyberdark and Dragon, and sends Absolute King Backjack to the grave. Player then swings with a boosted Chimera over Ariana. Backjack will use its effect, banishing itself, checking the top of the deck. You whiffed. And Power Bond will deal 5,000 to the Cyberdark player. Labyrinth player getting the worst draws I've ever seen, draws Lord of Heavenly Prison. Uses Cyberdark Invasion to equip Cannon onto Chimera. Summons Cyber Dragon Core. Labyrinth player uses Max C. Cybernetic Overflow is added by Core. Chimera will pitch the Overflow, adding another Power Bond. Uses Power Bond. Using every material it has available for Chimera Tech Overdragon with 17,600 attack points. Player will use Labyrinth Chandragalier, pitching itself and Lovely Labyrinth. To set Welcome Labyrinth. Chimera will send away a Keel. Overdragon will send away all of the cards they control. Swings with Overtech. Absolutely for game. That was a big boy. I think Labyrinth players should have activated Dimensional Barrier as soon as their opponent used Power Bond. What's the actual name for Uriah, Haman, and Raphael? Sacred Beast, that's it. Player uses Summoning of the Opening of the Spirit Gates to add Dark Beckoning Beast to their hand. They summon Dark Beckoning Beast, who will add Haman. Dark Beckoning Beast lets them summon Chaos Summoning Beast, who will then tribute itself so they can summon Haman. Opening of the Gates will let them pitch Mirror Force to summon back the Chaos Summoning Beast, which it and Dark Beast will link together for Verte Anaconda. Chaos Summoning Beast will banish itself to add Fallen Paradise to hand. Activates Paradise. Verte will pay 2,000, send away Fusion Destiny, as well as Dasher and Doomlord, making DPE. Fallen Paradise will be used to draw 2 cards. They set a called by. They're running Cursed Necrofear. And pass. The opponent will summon Time Maiden. And they chain Breakthrough. Time Maiden's effect should be negated, but she tributes for cost, so she's not negated in the grave, but she is hit by Called By in the grave. Not getting a Time Lord that way. Time Lord activates Lightning Storm, which destroys all spells and traps, then summons Metaion. DPE will attempt to destroy Metaion by popping Verte. Does not work. Metaion swings into Haman, shuffles away all monsters, and deals 600 damage. Oof. Dasher will banish itself from the graveyard to summon Dark Summoning Beast. Breakthrough skill will banish itself to attempt to negate Metaion's ability. Both go through. Player activates another opening of the Sacred Gates, Spirit Gates, adds a Chaos Summoning Beast, summons it, tributes it for another Haman. Chaos Summoning Beast will banish itself to add Fallen Paradise. Activate Fallen Paradise. Use Fallen Paradise to draw 2. Inspector Border. Gross. Haman swings over the negated Metaion, dealing 4,000 battle damage and 1,000 effect damage. During the main phase 2, Dark Summoning Beast will tribute itself for Raphael, Lord of Phantasms. Dark Summoning Beast will activate in the grave to banish itself. Add Uriah, Lord of Searing Flames. Cursed Necrofear will target 3 Banished Fiends. Summon itself, and return those to the deck. Passes to the opponent. Opponent summons Time Maiden. Player uses IDP, summoning Metaion, then banishing itself and Time Maiden. Player then summons Zaphion the Time Lord. You got baited by Time Maiden twice. Raphael will summon a Phantasm token. Battle phase. Zaphion swings into Cursed Necrofear, then shuffles away all spells and traps. Player draws another Opening the Spirit Gates, using it to add Dark Beckoning Beast. Summons the beast, who will add Awakening of the Sacred Beasts, which is set. Sacred Beast player passes. Defiant goes back to the deck. Player chains Awakening of the Sacred Beasts, which, for having 2 Sacred Beasts, will negate the activate effects of monsters your opponent controls, so Defiant's actually not going anywhere. Defiant is turned to defense mode. Player draws Guardian Slime. Revile will use its effect, tributing the token, and setting Inspector Border, turns Dark Beckoning Beast to defense mode. Activate effects are negated, but not passive ones, so Defiant is not destroyed by battle. And is not shuffled anything away otherwise, so we're kind of at a weird, stupid standstill. Defiant can't go away, and it can't be destroyed. Time Lord player sets 1 back row, passes back to the Sacred Beast player, who draws Honest. They flip up Inspector Border, tribute the Inspector Border and Dark Beckoning Beast for Guardian Slime. Guardian Slime is then tributed for the Egyptian God Slime. Passes to the Time Lords. I don't know why, but I thought that the Sacred Beast had some passive damage that they could deal with something. Armatel do it? I don't know. Sacred Beast player draws Hyper Blaze, sits and passes. Activates Hyper Blaze. Time Lord player sets 1 back row, passes. Beast player draws Armageddon Knight, uses its effect, sending away Dark Summoning Beast. Raphael will tribute Armageddon Knight, boosting his attack stat. Opening the Spirit Gates will discard a card, summon back the Dark Summoning Beast. Dark Summoning Beast will be tributed to summon Uriah. Uriah will use its effect to destroy one of the opponent's back row. Passes. Time Lord player can do nothing. But they do activate Celestial Transformation, which summons Machion. Then Machion and Zaphion are going to overlay for Super Dreadnought Railcannon Gustav Max. Awakening of the Sacred Beasts will gain life points. Gustav attempts to use effect is negated. Makes Super Dreadnought Railcannon Juggernaut Lieb. Gains more life points. Lieb swings at the Egyptian God Slime, which can't be destroyed by battle. Passes. Uriah was its effect, popping a back row, which was Waking the Dragon, which will summon Sword Soul Sinister Sovereign. They heal for even more. Revile will tribute Cursed Necrofear and swing at the Sinister Sovereign for game. Is there something in the water today that's making these games so weird? I've only seen 1 branded, and no Sword Soul. Those are the top 2. Magical Muskets. 40 versus 41. Opponent summons Cyber Dragon Core. Adds Cyber Emergency. Uses Emergency. Adding Cyber Dragon Hers. Links off the core for All Mirage. Activates Repair Plant. Adding Galaxy Soldier to hand. Use the Galaxy Soldier's effect, pitching Hers, summoning itself. Hers for being pitched will activate its effect, as will Galaxy Soldier for being special summoned. Galaxy Soldier adds another Galaxy Soldier. Hers will add Cyber Dragon. Galaxy Soldier in hand pitches the added Cyber Dragon summon itself. Both soldiers will overlay. making Cyber Dragon Nova. Nova will detach a unit to summon back the Cyber Dragon from the grave. The Nova will turn into Infinity. Cyber player passes. Musket player's turn. Start off by summoning Musketeer Kid and activating Desperado, targeting the Infinity. Infinity will detach a unit to negate. Player then activates Dancing Needle, banishing 3 from the grave. Kid Brave will use its effect, pitching the Mastermind Zachiel, letting them draw 2, which were Ash Blossom and Calamity. Links off Kid Brave into Max. Max will add 3 to their hand. Moving to battle, Max swings Almirage. Almirage tributes itself. Max redirects to the Infinity. Uses Cross Domination to make Infinity's attack 0, so Max does go through. Passes turn to the Cyber player. Cyber player activates Union Hanger. Attempts to add a Light Machine Union monster. Ash Blossom Joy Spring will negate. Player summons Sea Crush Wyvern, targeting it with the Union Hanger. Desperado will activate to destroy Cyber Dragon. Union Hanger will summon out Bee-Buster Drake. Sea Crush swings over Max and his measly 1,000 attack points. Passes turn to the Magical Musketeers. They draw another Ash Blossom. Summon Calamity. Link her off for another Max. That may have been too early. She could swing over the Crush Wyvern. Max will let them summon 2 Musketeers, which are Starfire and another Calamity. Those 2 will then overlay for Utopia Double. I think I see where this is going. Utopia W's its effect, adding double or nothing, and turning into Utopia. With 5,000, Utopia swings, uses own effect to negate. Double or nothing will then chain to double Utopia up to 10,000 and swing again. 8,800 damage for game. Musketeers beats Cyber ABC. I guess I'll call it that. Alright, we have a lot of synchro stuff. Opponent uses Fusion Destiny straight off the bat. Is hit by an Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom successfully negates. Opponent sets 1 back row, 1 monster, passes. Player uses Tuning, adding Junk Synchron, sending away Fleur Synchron, summons Junk forward because they control no monsters, and then summons Junk Synchron. Will target the Fleur Synchron, summon it back. Doppel Warrior will summon itself because the monster summoned back from the graveyard, activates Arrive in Light. Setting Overflow Dragon on top of the deck, then Junk Forward and Fleur Synchron will sync together for Junk Speeder. Fleur Synchron will activate as Chainlink 1, Junk Speeder is Chainlink 2, Raven Light, Chainlink 3. Raven Light will let them draw 1. Junk Speeder will summon a bunch of tuners, and Fleur Synchron will do effectively nothing because the board is full. Junk Synchron that was summoned out and the Doppel Warrior will make TG Hyper Librarian. Then Junk Speeder and Fleur Synchron will make Samurai Destroyer. Hyper Librarian will let them draw 1. Fleur Synchron that was used this time will activate. Summon the Synchron Explorer from the hand. Explorer and Stardust Synchron will sync together for Stardust Charge Warrior. Hyper Librarian and Charge Warrior's effect will are both enabling the drawing of a card. That's a Sphere mode. That's Nibiru. Samurai Destroyer and Junk Synchron will sync together to create Baron de Fleur. Hyper Librarian draws 1, activates the drawn card of Foolish Burial, sending away a Cobalt Hedgehog. Stardust Synchron in the grave will tribute Stardust Charge Warrior to summon itself. Cobalt Hedgehog will summon itself by its effect of a Synchro monster. I'm making up words, actually. Special summon because it's in the graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field now. And we'll use those two monsters to make a new Stardust Charge Warrior. Draw 2 more cards because draw 1 card because Stardust Charge was once per turn. Run Flare pops the back row. Charge Warrior swings over the Liquid Soldier. Hyper Librarian goes direct, as does Baron. Synchro player passes turn. Duel B activates Heartbeat's Feather Duster, sweeping up the Arrival in Light, and passes. They have nothing. Synchro player draws Synchro Dilemma, activates it, summons Overflow Dragon. Dilemma will destroy it. Summon back Flare Synchron. Flare Synchron and Charge Warrior will make Draco Berserker of the Tenyi. Hyper Librarian will draw a card for that. They set Localized Tornado, swing with Baron for game. Let's move on to the next one. Didn't really get to see the opponent do anything. Dinomorphia Zark. Activates Fossil Dig. Gets Dinomorphia Theresia. Sets 2 back row, 3 back row. Summons Theresia. Will set Dinomorphia Frenzy. And they pass. The opponent sets 1 back row. Summons Launcher Commander. Activates Dinomorphia Frenzy. Sending away Stealthbergia and Diplos to make Rexterm, actually. Launcher Commander will use its effect. Tribute it to destroy Rexterm. Rexterm was destroyed, so it will summon Diplos. Diplos was summoned, so it will send Domain to the graveyard. It will activate Soul the Supreme King, paying half the life points to summon Zark. Zark's effects are negated. Passes turn. Summon another Theresia. Reset Dinomorphia Sonic. Turn the monsters to attack mode. Swing with Diplos. Swing with Theresia. And Theresia. And Zark for game. Fastest Dinomorphia game I ever saw. Alright, Brick Eyes. Uses Dictator of D, sending the Blue Eyes to the graveyard, summoning itself. On its summon, it will send away Abyss Dragon. And Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion will say no. Dictator negated. They set Imperm and pass. Brick Eyes is true to form. Opponent activates Secret Password. Ash Blossom enjoys Spring to negate that. Player activates Sunny Snitch, adding Live Twin Red. Summons Live Twin Red. Imperm on the Live Twin Red. No summoning of a blue. Special summon blue from the hand. Link the 2 off. Why is this bluest player not using their Max C? Makes Evil Twin Red. Now they use Max C. Evil Twin Red will use its effect to summon blue before Max C resolves. Missed out on a card. Summons back the blue. Links them both off for Evil Blue. Evil Blue uses her effect to summon Evil Red. Evil Red lets them draw a card. Evil Red and Evil Blue will then link off for Trouble Sunny. Moving to battle, Trouble Sunny swings over the Dictator and passes after setting 1 back row. Brick Eyes player draws Chaos Emperor, uses Dictator of D that they got again, sending away a Blue Eyes. Trouble Sunny uses its effect, sending itself away to bring out the twins. There's blue and red. Dictator hits the board. Blue and red's effects will activate. Draw 1, pop 1. Goodbye, Dictator. Uses Melody of Awakening, pitching the Alt Dragon to add a Jet Dragon and another Jet Dragon. Banishes a Light and a Dark to summon their Chaos Emperor, Armageddon. Armageddon swings over red. They banish Spooky Blue to reduce Chaos Emperor's attack stat. A card was destroyed, so Jet Dragon will summon itself. Jet Dragon swings at the blue, and they will chain a Forbidden Droplet to negate the bouncing. Instead, Jet Dragon will just run over blue. Less damage, but same end result. Main phase 2, Jet Dragon and Armageddon will make Heretic Seal, and passes back to the Twins. The Twins will banish Trouble Sunny from the grave to send away the Twins card, and Heretic Seal will respond, attributing itself. Bouncing the Sunny Snitch to the hand, that's a mistake. Let them summon the Jet Dragon from their hand at 0/0. Twin player summons Live Blue, which will bring out a Frost. Reactivates the Live Twin Sunny Snitch. Let them add a Frost. Frost will special itself. They make Evil Red. Evil Red uses its effect to summon Blue. All monsters on the field will be used as material for Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Underworld Goddess will swing direct for 3k, set one back row, and pass. Blue Eyes is performing exactly as expected. They draw the ultimate creature of destruction and set it. Opponent activates their second Sunny Snitch, adding Live Blue. Summon Live Blue, activate Live Twin Home, pitching a card to summon red. Link the two for Evil Blue. Evil Blue will bring back Evil Red. Evil Red lets them draw a card. Moving into battle, swing with Underworld Goddess, swing with Evil Blue, and Evil Red for game. That's the Brick Eyes I know and love. Shoot yourself in the foot, why don't you? That's going to be the end of this video. If you caught the stream, thanks for watching. If you catch the replay, thanks for that too. Matches were weird today. Goodbye.